games in college football, Merlin Olsen Field at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Golden Gophers and the Utah State Aggies. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe will be down on the sideline. Golden Gophers will kick off first, and here we go. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hand off from the shotgun. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the lines.
And I tell you what, this freshman, he's built a little bit different, man. Like, this is a guy that likes to be down in the box, likes to come downhill, likes to tackle. Palmer, I've been really impressed. Watching him a week ago and watching him now, man, he is not afraid to get in there and hit somebody right in the mouth.
He reminds me in some ways of Caleb Downs, his true freshman year at Alabama, just blowing up on the scene. He was probably the Crimson Tide's best defensive player as a true freshman, and then transferred to Ohio State, won a national championship, and then was a first-round draft pick. This kid has similar ability, and he has the same chances, I think, to impact this defense in a similar way.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Number 51 with the defensive score.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0.
Number 94 set to kick his goal.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Quick give. It's Gaines. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They'll run him again. There he goes. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Gonna run it. It's Gaines. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Oh, the D has to be feeling it now. See if they can get another sack on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Utah State's offense takes the field to get this drive underway. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Well, it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Just feeds the running back. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Plows his way ahead. Let's see exactly where they mark this, but it looks as if they're going to be a few inches short of the 1st down.
4th down.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's brought down, not a lot of room to take that one back.
Returners only get so many chances in a game, and you really want to maximize. You want to take it to the house. You want to make those big plays. But a lot of time you forget about that small detail of securing the football. He gave it up, but thank goodness he didn't turn it over.
Smith takes the handoff. Knocked down immediately.
You want to stop the run game? Get the big defensive tackles in the middle, getting penetration. Those big boys eating up blocks, taking away gaps and holes for those running backs to run through.
Using his power and his sweet feet to get into the backfield quickly.
And you know you're athletic when you're described with power and sweet feet. I mean, just put those two things together and you're just pretty amazing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense.
He smashes his way through again. Shakes a man and he might take off. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
With the grab and the score.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass.
Number 94. Set to advance on the football.
One of the hidden gems in college football, Merlin Olsen Field at Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Golden Gophers and the Utah State Aggies. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The give is to Smith. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
That's a first down for the offense.
They used the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Might as well give it to him again. They weren't going to let him loose again after that big play. This time they knock him down behind the line.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
And the Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down to the air. He's got the tight end. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Come on, defense. What are we doing? I mean, you can't miss this guy. He's like literally the biggest dude on the field. That time, completely wide open. That's way too easy for the offense. He caught the football. There was nobody even near him. Someone on defense has to locate this guy. They've got to communicate to each other if they're passing off in coverage. You can't let that guy be that wide open.
Drives inside. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And they talked about it coming into this game, guys. They were going to be aggressive. They had an opportunity. Could have kicked a field goal? Absolutely not. Hammer down, they stay aggressive, and they strike first in this football game.
And the PAT makes it 7-0.
Number 90, set to kick it away.
Coming out with it, it's Clements. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. On the ground, it's Gaines. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Aggies have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They give it to him again. Showing off the arm. Dragged down at the 30 after a 5-yard gain.
And guys, that's not a surprise, is it? Watching tape coming into this football game, he can make things happen. He can run around you. He can run through you, just like you saw right there, break tackles. They will feature him early in this football game. They'll feature him often. He's one of their game breakers.
They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Caught. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off play action on 1st down. Unloads in the nick of time.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Out wide right, it's long. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Really nice time to go RPO there by the offense. 3rd and short, you might run the football. You got to fake that, certainly, and it freezes the defense just a split second enough for the QB to spit that thing out to the perimeter, to make the catch and get the 1st down.
The Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Lindsey. Turning it on. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. keep it on the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down, really easing it.
They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
In the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
The extra point.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So a relatively short drive covering 39 yards. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. He'll bring it back looking for help. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Gets the back moving. A snap, wants to throw to start this drive. Turns up, it's Gaines. Runs through the tackle. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wants to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Final play of the quarter coming. Got to make the play on 4th. Throws to the wideout. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
2nd and long here. Gonna look downfield again. Right side, it's Haynes. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
He is snowed under nowhere to go, and it'll be 2nd and long.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground, get what you can get, and live to play another day.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Left side, it's McDaniel. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
They converted 4th down earlier on this drive, and now they'll try it again. The give on 4th. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So the offense builds some confidence, and when the defense gives up a 2nd, 4th down conversion on one drive, that can be a bit of a gut punch.
Gut punch, but think about how different it is, Reese, when you're now you know you're in 4-down territory on every drive. Like, it's totally different in the way you're going to call the game, and you definitely are going to have some adjusting to do if they're going to be this aggressive and go for it on 4th down every time.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Gaines. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Hands it off. There's some room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. Great job by the back on the option. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step 1 to getting them back in the ballgame.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Going with the counter play here. Oh, he's got some space. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
Yeah, and how about this offense? A little counter, a little misdirection, get everybody's eyes going one direction. They go back the other way. Nice execution by the offense to make the big running play down the field.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground with the counter. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Smith. Could be an alley. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
At the 19. And first down for the offense.
And the Golden Gophers will snap it on 1st and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Running the red zone, it's Smith. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Here we go. Ready. 2nd down, gonna throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
Number 18.
Ready to try the point after.
The kicker on for the extra point.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. From inside the 10, here he comes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Takes the handoff, it's Gaines. Surged ahead for a couple there, it'll be 2nd and 8.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Hits inside. It's Gaines. Makes a man miss. There he goes. A huge pickup, knocked out of bounds at the 30, but they are in business. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Stopped after a gain of 3, it'll be 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And the Aggies, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Drops back on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. Absolutely perfect. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Baylor, taking on the #1 team, the Oregon Ducks. And it's the Bears, looking to make it 3 straight to start the new year. They're already on top in the first half. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best, to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Long way to go on second down. He's changing the play. Second down, gonna throw it. Extending the play. Got his man all by himself. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
And this full vertical play is something that every offense in the country has in their playbook, but they don't all run it as good as this offense does. Really nice job making the play call, but when you've got athletes like this and a quarterback that can fit the football into small windows, good things generally happen. That is tremendous execution on that pass play.
Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Kept it on the ground, now they'll throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really quiet. That's a great feeling.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35.
Yeah, and the defensive lineman, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
The Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Defense all over him.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
After not getting a thing done on first down, it's 2nd and long from the 24. From the gun. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Motion from the wide receiver. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Out wide left, it's Strachan. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Pulls it in, it's Lindsey. The Golden Gophers in a good spot here with second and short. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
He's out of bounds at the 39. And that's a first down for the offense.
And the Golden Gophers are flying down the field. The run inside. It's Smith. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's second and 12. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Fires to the wideout. Nice play to knock that one down.
Well, as a quarterback, it's going to be tough throwing comeback routes against this guy. He does such a good job breaking on the ball, and he's able to swat it away.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Breaks loose. Nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Wants to throw one first. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Man, these slant routes, you throw them quick. It's a timing route. You've thrown 3 million of them to the wide receiver, and most of the time gets his hands up and he catches it, keeps his body in the way. But right there, just lack of focus, lack of concentration, just drops the easy play. He's probably caught that ball 99% of the time it's been thrown to him.
They need a huge play on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense getting the pressure.
Now, wait just a second here. I don't see the kicker coming out. I think they're going to go for it here. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down right there, but not before coming up with a big interception. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Smith takes the handoff. He's past the marker. At the 45 on his way. He's loose on the right. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
Yeah, it was explosive, but shoot, Reese could have run through that hole. I mean, it was wide open. He didn't have to break anybody's ankles. He didn't have to run through tackles. I mean, just great blocking up front and horrible, horrible defense.
Tells the run, wants to pass. Buying a little time to his left. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, this defense is not going to be patient with this quarterback. They know that they have to affect him, and they have to dictate to him. So that time, they send the blitz. They're not even giving him an opportunity to sit back there and peruse the field. They flush him out. They're able to rally to him, get him down to the ground. I like the aggressive nature of the defense here.
Trying to get the corner. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here.
Ready. Hey, move. Go.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
How about the offense? The offense goes with the run on 3rd and goal, thinking they can push it in there and be physical. The defense is having absolutely none of that. Nice job by the defense, committing to the run, being physical, and stuffing this offense.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it's good! And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Giving up that last field goal really ratchets up the sense of urgency for the offense on this drive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Kept the last one on the ground. Now they'll throw. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
You could clearly tell that he wanted to throw the football and he wanted to go through the air and make a big play. Defense does a great job corralling him, getting some pressure, and most importantly, getting him on the ground.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Golden Gophers will start this drive. The offense looks ready to roll. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Pulls it in. It's Cook. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Fresh set of downs going up top. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The Golden Gophers come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Throws to the wideout. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
Ooh, there's an example, Jesse, of a receiver making his quarterback look bad. Most of the time, to make it look good and cover up for him, all those balls y'all don't throw online, but oof, that one hit him in a pretty good spot. He needs to come down with that one.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. A 5-yard pickup there leaves him with third down and 5. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. They just keep firing. Flips it out to the back. Turning it on. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. They'll need a bunch on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's long. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Big third down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Left side is Cook. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And he finds this guy again on the outside. I tell you what, man, like just that's the matchup down here in this part of the field. You find your guy that you trust, and you get him the football. He does the rest. I tell you what, I thought he was going to score for a second and get in, but now set up with this offense, first and goal in a great situation.
He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Wide receiver going in motion.
Let it go.
Quarterback keeps it. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
With the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Number 9, set to kick off.
And here's the return. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Gaines.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Might as well run him again. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
Yeah, and a nice big pickup on the ground. Palmer, you could have used some of this earlier in the game. Are you calling runs at this point?
No, I'd be a little bit more aggressive, I think, throwing it. I think part of it right now is because the defense, they've got the lead big. They're just playing a little bit more zone, a little bit more prevent. They're fine letting this offense just chip down the field, but they're wasting time off the clock.
Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down, they get off schedule. You've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. The offense gets the timeout, 12 ticks left on the clock. The Aggies go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Drops back on 1st down. Under pressure. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the 1st down. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Falls incomplete. They fought to the final whistle, but that's going to do it. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you'll perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks and you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.